Yo, folks, happy day. My name is Erin Mott, and I'm a certified mental health coordinator and intimacy coordinator. And welcome to day 3 of our series on navigating conflict on set. So, today we're focusing on when to call out problematic behavior. So, on day 1, we talked about calling in and calling out and the difference between those two, and that both are beneficial but just have different purposes and different scenarios where one is potentially better than the other to use in the situation. So calling out is an immediate intervention. It's used when harm is occurring and needs to be stopped right away. So this is especially important when harm is being caused and must be stopped immediately. It's also really important when a behavior contradicts set values or set policies. So this could be it goes against safety guidelines or it goes against our anti-harassment policy. Or when the comment or action is public and by not saying anything, it could imply agreement or acceptance of the behavior or what the person was saying. So, to give you folks a couple of scenarios and responses, sometimes on set, folks will make just an offensive joke in a group setting. So, let's say you're on set and a crew member or someone on the crew makes a or cast makes a joke with racist or sexual undertones to it, but others react uncomfortably, but no one speaks up. So, offers that you could say in that moment is, hey, I need to stop you right there. That kind of joke isn't okay. Another offer would be, hey, that's not funny. Let's keep this a respectful space. And another one is, hey, you know what? That comment doesn't really sit with me. Let's be mindful of the language we use here. Again, it's stopping the behavior. Another scenario is someone on set is dismissing a member or dismissing someone else's on set boundaries. So maybe an actor expresses discomfort with a certain direction, but a crew member brushes it off and pressures them to continue. So a response to that is, and this isn't just like physical boundaries, right? There can be all kinds of boundaries. We need to respect their boundary. Let's find a different approach. So maybe it's about how the actor likes to be given notes, or maybe it's about what someone might need in between scenes. So another offer again, if you need to, if a crew member kind of brushes off someone or their need, it's important that everyone feels safe here. Let's take a step back and reassess. So again, maybe someone just needs a moment to, sometimes we'll be doing private blocking and then we're doing blocking, and someone might just need like one more pass through of something. And again, it's just like let's just take a step back and reassess if we have time to actually just run this once, so that this person feels really confident. Another thing that I often say is this is not up to debate. If they're uncomfortable, we stop. And that's something, again, as an actor's advocate, we often, we practice in terms of navigating how and when we might need to say that. So another scenario is like a harmful assumption about someone's identity. So let's say during a casual conversation, a colleague makes like an incorrect and potentially harmful assumption about another person's gender or pronouns or background. These are things I have experienced. And a response that someone can offer is actually that's not accurate. Let's make sure we're using the right pronouns. They use they them pronouns, or they're non-binary. Another offer that you could make is that's an assumption. Let's check in with them instead. So again, it's offering that curiosity, like, hey, we're making an assumption about something that we actually maybe don't know the information of. Another thing you could offer is, hey, you might not have realized, but that comment could be hurtful. So let's just be mindful. Again, ways that are stopping the behavior, not saying directly like this person is bad, but like the behavior is unacceptable. So for today's practice, identify your go-to phrases. So I want you to pick at least one calling out phrase you feel confident using. And studies have shown that when we feel confident about something, or when we don't feel confident about something, our body language or something in facially or vocally changes. So that's why I ask, like, find something that you feel confident with rather than comfortable. So practice it a little bit. Again, putting yourself or allowing yourself to speak these words in a scenario where there's not high pressure is like really great in terms of learning. Number 2, I'm going to offer that you reflect. So again, think back to a time when something harmful was said or done, and no one spoke up, and then offer yourself a viewpoint of how something could have been done differently. Again, there's no shame. It's just an opportunity to gain more information and gain further knowledge and discussion. And number three, practice. So again, like we've said the last 2 days, find a trusted colleague or friend and role play a scenario where calling out is necessary. Practice saying the words out loud, again, in a place where it doesn't feel like heightened emotion, where our bodies might not feel that pressure. So by knowing when and how to call out, we create a safer, more inclusive set where respect is non-negotiable, which again, respect is going to allow us to create the kind of work, to take the kind of risks, to be vulnerable in the ways that we want to be vulnerable on set, to tell the stories, right? It's that we're taking care of each other. So tomorrow we'll explore strategies for navigating defensiveness when addressing conflict, because that's something we've all probably experienced. So until then, we'll see you tomorrow. And if you're out somewhere and can enjoy the sunshine, do it. See you then. Bye.